Well, welcome to the very first country carp fishing vlog. My name's Wesley. I will be fishing Crowsheath Fishery in Essex this year. Fished here about 7 years ago, pretty decent for a couple of years. But then life changed, I moved, so I didn't come back here for a while. Got back here last year, really enjoyed my fishing, and decided this year this is where I'm going to concentrate my trips. There's some beautiful fish in here, and there is one particular one. There's a 40-pound fully scaled mirror that I am hoping to get, but there are some really lovely 30s in here as well, and just great looking fish in general. So very picturesque settings. I'll show you where we are in a minute. This is something I wanted to do for a while, and for reasons of, well, basically that you sort of put yourself off. You think, oh no, I'll be no good at it, or people won't like it. But do you know what? If I make the videos for me and they're just to remind myself and have good memories of good trips, then that's why I'm going to make them. And if you enjoy watching them as well, then great. That's all I can ask, really. The other thing as well, the other reason why I thought I'd make these videos is because I had a stint of sort of poor health not that long ago, and I was in hospital for a bit. And what got me through that hospital stay was watching people's fishing vlogs, because being by the lake is what keeps me calm. It's what I enjoy. And there's nothing better if you've got stuff going on than being sat by the rods at a lake, in my opinion. So as well as these are just to sort of like document my trips in case there's a red letter session, I want to watch it back in years to come. If these vlogs help one person out who's not in a particularly great way, whether that's health, financially, or anything like that, if you can get a bit of peace and a bit of relaxation from watching these, then they'll be worth it too. But again, welcome to the very first country carp fishing vlog. I hope you enjoy it, and let's see what we can pull out today. It's January, so a fish is a bonus. I'm here on a social with my mate Paul. But yeah, loving being out, and let's see what we can get. So this is my swim. Bivvy's up, porch is up as well. That thing gives you so much more room. I haven't used it in ages, actually. I think this last went up, this porch, I put it on in 2022, and why I haven't put it on since, I don't know. I'm definitely going to be using this more often. It gives you so much more space. I love it. Here's the swim. As I said, Crowsheath Fishery in Essex. This is swim 23. Beautiful place. It's such a nice lake to come, especially in the spring, summertime when all leaves come back on the trees. It's absolutely stunning. And the fish are even better. Great place. As you can see, loads of space to put your bivvies as well. I'm on social with my friend. He's just down there next to me. Obviously it's a January fishing trip, so we'll do our best. Here more for the social side of it, to be honest, just to start the year off. And a fish is a bonus, but we've got our left-hand rod is just down about a rod length off that margin there, and it's in about 5 foot water. Middle rod straight up just before the lake bed starts coming up toward the islanders. It's about 7.5 feet, so we've got a bait down there as well. And the right hand rod is just into open water, 7.5 feet, 8 feet. So we'll give them a move around. We'll play spot lottery as it's winter, because obviously the fish don't move that much. So we'll move the baits around a little bit as we go. But yeah, here's my mate Paul set up. This is swim 24. Again, lovely peg. It would be if it wasn't muddy, but lovely peg. Cracking scenery as well. So you was here yesterday, weren't you?
Yeah, yesterday morning I got here. Pouring down rain.
Yeah, you had a lovely setup.
Things we do, eh?
Yeah, exactly. So have you seen anything at all in that time you've been here?
Nothing at all.
No crashes?
I was up till 3 o'clock this morning, listening to that. Lots of things.
Typical January session, isn't it?
Yep.
But at least we're out.
Winter at its best.
Yeah, but you're not going to catch one on the sofa, are you?
Exactly.
So, got to be done, got to
it's
try it.
Wet.
Someone's got to catch that 40.
I will, don't worry.
Maybe that rod.
Tonight, middle rod.
PVA mesh bags. Crumb up a few of the boilie. Not putting any whole boilie out there at all, just going to crumb some up with my fingers. As I said, this trip's more about the social, really. It's If we get one, it'll be a bonus, but still, we got to try it, yeah. So, a few mesh bags, literally just some boilie crumb in there, really. And we'll be fishing some orange pop-ups over the top. Bit of an underused colour, orange. Very underused and counted for some nice fish for me from here, so let's give it a go. Oh, there's a stick on that one. Lovely, that's what you want. So stick a new orange popper one. Let's stick them out in the deep water, I think, because it's going to be cold. Right about there. We had a good look at all the levels around here earlier on, and voila, beautiful. That's what you want. Well, that's the rods repositioned for the night. We did have one in the margin, but obviously being night time, we've taken that one out of the margin. So we've just got 3 varying depths, varying places out front in the mid-water, where the deeper water is, to be honest. Give that a go. This poor guy's got a bit of a limp. Want some more, mate? There you go. It's not nice when it's winter, is it, mate? Here you go. Dinner tonight is some crispy chicken tenders. What have you got? 7 fried ones?
Some fried, yeah.
Lovely. We'll get this heat on.
Easy to make, nice winter food.
And no mess.
No mess.
I just use one of them anti-back wipes. They work really well. I don't think I'm going to fit them all in the pan at once.
Oh, really?
Might have a rogue tender. Oh no, no, they're going to go in. Beautiful, look at that. Great.
Chef Shaw.
Chef Shaw. It burns everything. They're on. Bit of cheese to go in there. Lovely. Yeah, I know. That's the thing, at summertime, you're like, any minute that rod's going to go off.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I've tried different colours and different spots trying to find them, but
Yeah.
it is what it is.
Yep. I reckon we'll have one though. We've got 6 rods out.
Well, we do think like last time when that back comes in the middle, hopefully it'll be out a bit much.
True, that's a bit too high. I told you I'd burn it.
Slow.
Down, 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 down. There you go. You really are wishing, aren't you? You are not having my chicken. You've had crumbs, you've had pellet, mate. You're sorted.
Is there boilers?
Has he had boilies? Did you give him boilies? You're lucky, I won't give you boilies. They're far too expensive nowadays. I think Paul's getting harassed.
It's worse than my dog. Look at him.
That's because we fed him.
Mine. Wait, boot back.
He wants your rat, mate.
Boot. Away.
This is why you don't feed the birds. Paul, I'm blaming you, mate.
They want the good ones.
As long as they go that way and through your lines, then that's fine. So, as you can see, we're starting to lose the light. Well, maybe you can't. This camera's actually really good in the low light. But we've had dinner. Those chicken wraps were lovely. Definitely warmed us up a bit because it is starting to get cold. Gonna go get the big coat on, and I thought that was a fish as a bird. We were going to redo the rods, but to be honest, we'd be redoing them for redoing them's sake. We've got 6 rods out between us, and we've not seen anything, heard anything. There's been no shows, no nothing. So I think what we're going to do is they're not actually gone out that long ago, to be fair, and they're all fishing. So we're going to, as I said, get warm, probably have a social in Paul's bivvy. I've got my receiver, we're just next to each other, and listen out. Once it gets dark, if we're lucky, we might hear one bosh out, and if we can hear one bosh out, find where that was and then get some rigs in that area, because obviously in winter they do tend to huddle up together. So yeah, enjoy being here though. It's we've got till tomorrow night, and it's so nice just being out on the bank in the fresh air. It was a lovely sunset earlier on. I think I got a bit of a shot of that, but yeah, have a social in the bivvy, warm up, and have a good listen out and see if we can hear Mr. Carp. Good morning. As you can tell, nothing's happened. One of the guy that I know turned up last night about 10 o'clock. No, about 7 o'clock, sorry. I fished here a few times with him, so I was having a chat with him. He was here last week when it was like -5. Guy's mental. But he was saying that he's not seen nothing since then, and we didn't see nothing last night. Me and Paul had a chat in the bivvy till the evening and listened out. Had a Bailey's coffee, and we haven't had any fish top, show, anything. I've had 2 liners on my left-hander. I think they're like single beeps, but one was at about 9:30 last night and one was 5 o'clock this morning. So plan today is to bring at least that rod back a bit closer in, just in case I'm fishing too far out and there is a fish cruising or there's something just a bit closer in. So because we've had nothing on all 3, I think we'll just bring them, we'll change the vicinity. I'm going to keep the one I've had the liner on, I'm going to keep where it is but bring it back closer, and the other 2 we're just going to find 2 new spots. It's kind of like you play spot lottery in the winter just to see if you can find where they are. But yeah, but I don't think I haven't spoken to Paul yet, but I don't think he's had anything last night. He didn't wake me up to say he's had one. So we will reposition the rods today, get the kettle on, get a cup of tea going, and see what today brings. I'll let you know. As you can see, a rod's in. We just had quite a savage liner, to be honest, on my right hand rod. That has not made a single beep since 2 o'clock yesterday. But enough for me to strike into it, but there was nothing there. So we're going to redo the rods now. And we're just going to go with 3 singles today, just 3 orange singles. I think it's quite an underused colour, to be honest. That's why I like using it, something different. But yeah, we're going to get some refresh the rods now. It's about 10 o'clock. And hopefully find them. So we're going to put 3 new spots. That hook is still lovely and sharp. So yeah, it's a spinner rig, running rig, whatever you want to call it. 3.5 ounce lead on a lead clip with an orange pop-up. We'll get that out there. We'll see if we can get lucky. Beautiful drop. Nice. Not too far on this one. There. Bit of a soft drop, that's okay. Still good. Orange pop-ups for breakfast. 3 rods done, 3 bright singles out there. That was me. Fingers crossed. Well, that's all 3 rods back out. The left hander was a little bit of a softer drop, but that's fine. That will still be presented. Middle one went down with an absolute crack, so pleased with that. And the right hander is just out in just open water to the side. I've got a guy that's turned up next to me now, so I have to bring the rods back in this way a little bit. But yeah, fingers crossed. We've had a couple of beeps, so you never know. I did bring that one, the left-handers, I did bring back shorter though, just in case that those liners were actually fish, like congregated a bit closer to me. The fish in here, I'm not joking, they are stunning. There's one called the Little Lin and the Triple Lin. I've caught the Little Lin a few years ago. That's a beautiful fish. There's one called Wazza in here. I think that last came out, I could be wrong, but I think that was nearly 38 pound last time Wazza came out, big common. There's a 40 pound fully scaled mirror that went in about a year and a half ago. I've got a few more trips here booked in this year already. I've come for the end of March, kind of 24 hours after work, and April's my longer trip. I've got 3 days here in April, middle of April, so more content to come, and hopefully there will definitely be a fish on those ones, but we'll try our hardest today. We've got these rods back out, time to get the kettle on, get a brew, have a chat with Paul, and see what the day brings. Just gonna make a cup of tea and breakfast. And that is breakfast. Simple, easy, boil 1 kettle, tea and breakfast done. Paul resetting his rods. And there's a huge debate in it. Do you squeeze a tea bag or do you not? And you do not put the milk in first, people. What is wrong with you? Morning dude, how you doing? Right, just finished me a cup of tea and my breakfast off, and this thing's appeared in the sky. I ain't seen that for a while. Hopefully that will get the fish moving a bit, you never know. The owner Nick just come around as well. He's a really nice guy. Had a chat with him, just talking about the fish and the plans for this year and all that. But yeah, if you get down there, get a chance to have a chat with him. He's a really lovely bloke. He'll give you some tips for the swim you're in, and obviously nobody knows the lake better than him. He lives here, so I've not seen that for a while. Can't roll on the spring, man. Nick was also saying there's buds appearing on the trees already. I know spring was early last year, but maybe it'll be early again this year. Just need a bit more water. I think the water's down in a lot of the lakes, isn't it? Because last year was so dry. And even though the rain's coming in, it's just soaking into the ground rather than going in the lake. So hopefully for the place we'll have a bit more water over the spring. But that is definitely low. Normally it's right up here. They dyed a lake here as well. It looks beautiful when it's done. look forward to coming back. Trying to get up. I'm going to hope to get a day session, a couple of day sessions maybe in Feb. We've got an overnight in March, like I said. We've got a big trip in April. Then we're away on holiday with the family in May, and then get back to it after that. But hopefully that might get the fish moving. I'll have to stick one down here maybe. You never know. Let's come down and see what Paul's doing. How's it going, Paul?
All good, mate, all good.
Last one?
Last one, yep. Boat's slowing up.
Battery's run out, innit?
I'm coming closer to that.
Well, if the sun's out, it's, you know, might get them moving in the margins, might it? Even if it warms up a tiny fraction, they'll seek it out, won't they? So definitely worth it.
I'm not going as far as some.
There's the man with the plan.
Man with a plan. 4 foot.
Well, we just had some lunch. Couple of hours before we're going to start having a slow pack down. So it's currently, what time is it? About 10 to 2. The left and right hand rod we just stuck, you know, probably about 1 or 2 rod lengths out from the margins either side, just in case something's cruising around close in, because we've had them out in the open water now for what, best part of 24 hours, and that hasn't come to anything. So I just thought, try something different, just try the margins for the last couple of hours, just see if they're swimming in close, because again, we did have those couple of liners yesterday, so so far that hasn't worked. Just looking out, seeing if we can see any shows or anything at all, really. Any sign, even if it's a little bit of fizzing, anything at all would be nice. What was that? That was a swell in the middle. Please don't be a coot. That was a swell though. Anything going to come up? No. Okay. Well, we'll keep an eye on that for a minute, but sometimes these coots seem like they've got bloody scuba tanks on, they come up about 10 minutes later, but we'll keep an eye on that. If nothing happens, and that was just a couple of rings, we'll get one over there. Right, nothing's come up there, so we're just going to stick a single pop-up out there. We're going to act on that now, I think, just because we've got not much time left. Just reel this one in. I'm not even going to put a PVA bag on, just a single. So that was about midway. Can we cast? Yeah, it should be able to cast. Be carefully overhanging trees, but we should be alright. Don't want it too far. Just a little way out. Slow, slow, slow. Perfect. Okay. It's definitely time for another brew. You're not having me tea, mate. I'm sorry. You still here, are you? I'm trying to make me a cup of tea, mate. Don't you dare. You ain't pecking my camera. Anyway, let's make this cup of tea. Yeah, I know. You had enough food from me yesterday, mate. You won't have any more. You then, is it? You're going to stay here, are you? Take a seat. Well, we're on the last knockings of the trip now. I had 2 taps on my middle rod, so that's promising. You never know, that might go, but we're going to start getting the bivvies away, get everything packed down. They're mostly dry, so just give it a bit of a wipe. Hopefully it will be a dry pack down, because there's nothing worse than a wet pack down. You'll get home, dry everything out, and it's it's just not the one, is it? Especially when you get home, you just want to get it put away and done for the next session. So hopefully we'll get all this down dry, and we'll get the cast packed, and then we'll get the rods. We'll leave the rods out probably about an hour into dark, and hopefully something might happen right at the last minute. Might get a blank saver. You never know, it might happen, but yeah, we'll give it a go. We'll try. We've got an army of geese all around us. Some of them are characters as well, as you probably saw earlier. But yeah, we're going to leave the rods out, get everything packed down, and hopefully there'll be a last minute one. But yeah, I will get back to you once all the gear is packed away. Okay, so most of the gear is packed down. Bivvy's in the car. Oh dear, it's the worst bit of trip, isn't it, packing down. But yeah, Bivvy's in the car, Port's in the car, and everything else. What we've been doing is we've been taking turns each is going to and from, so one person's always with the rods. But yeah, we're gonna get the cars packed. Paul's just taking some of his bits back now. And then I think we'll give the rods another hour, hour and a half just while we sit on the bench. We've got a lovely communal bench there in the dark, and hopefully, fingers crossed, something will happen at the end. But you know, if it doesn't, still had a wicked trip. I absolutely loved it. Turn it around. So it's always nice to get a social in with Paul. We don't get it enough, to be honest, but you know, families and work schedules and stuff like that, it's hard to make it happen all the time. But we have got a big trip next year. We're going to France for a week. Oh, can't wait. That's we were supposed to go in 2020, and we want it to happen then. COVID put a stop to that, so it's taken this long to get back to some sort of like schedule that meets up so we can go together. So yeah, so 1st of May next year we are going to a lake called Jonchery. We've got a lake exclusive on Jonchery 8, so we're sort of like building up to that really, because that is going to be the trip. 66-pound common in there. Fingers crossed. But yeah, like I said, everything's packed down pretty much. Gonna put some few more bits in the car. Paul's just taking his bits back now. Come on for the last minute blank saver. Well, we're all packed away now, just the rods left out. Paul's taking the very last bits back to his car, and it's about, what time is it? What time is it? It is about 4:45, so probably give it another hour and a quarter just after the last light and just see if we can nab one. But it's been a great trip, really enjoyed it. It's been nice having a social with Paul. As I say, we don't get it enough, so just been nice to come out and chew the fat, as it were. Have a relax, have a chill, and shame no fish have come out yet, but there is 1 hour to go, you never know. But yeah, it's just been nice to get out, look at the lake, get some fresh air in your lungs, and have a right old nap with your mate. We all need it sometimes. Well, that's all she wrote. Session is done. We're all packed up, as you can see. The cars all were fully loaded back to go home. Had a great time. Even though we didn't catch anything, it's still amazing to be out. Had a great social with Paul. Really enjoyed it. And I've enjoyed making these, actually. You know, when you haven't done it before, it's a bit dubious and a bit daunting. But yeah, it's been quite nice. The biggest thing, I didn't want this filming to impact my fishing, but I got some nice camera equipment for Christmas. I'll take you through that at some point. But it hasn't, and it's been really, really nice to document it, actually. So I hope you've enjoyed it. If you've made it this far, well done. I do appreciate it. Like I said, these vlogs are going to be just as they come. They're going to be like casual fishing vlogs, kind of as if you was there along with me. And yeah, it's not going to be anything like massive production or anything like that, but I hope you enjoyed them anyway. Fingers crossed they will get better as I get more used to doing it. But again, if you've made it this far, thank you very, very much. And just a side note, if you are having a hard time, if you are like, for any reason at all, if you're having a hard time, if you can't get out on a bank and you really want to, if you do stumble across these vlogs, I hope they help. And if it helps one person out, then it'll be worth it. So yeah, first country carp vlog in the bag, and I'll see you next time.